A few days ago, I talked about the new characters in version 3.4, Phainon, Archer, and Saber. But according to the information obtained from the Honkai Star Rail 3.3 special program, we will also get something more interesting, guys. Yes, several old characters will be revamped and receive buffs to their kits in 3.4. So, in this video, I will be discussing one of the characters receiving a revamp in version 3.4, Blade. He will undergo significant changes, including a shift from multiple scaling attack and HP into full scaling HP. Without further ado, I'm Hoyostation and let's dive into the video. Let's do this. Do you have a character or weapon in the game that you really want but you don't have enough stellar jades? Here's a smarter way to recharge your favorite games like Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. Look no further than Lootbar. Lootbar is the most reliable top-up platform. It saves up to 23% for all orders compared with the official channel, and it provides an 80% off for your first purchase. It's 100% safe as you will only be using your UID. We will buy pack for 3000 stellar jades for $42, which otherwise would have costed $50, totally saving $7.5. We received the crystals we purchased in the less than 3 minutes. All recharges will be done through the official channel with miHoyo, which allows you to enjoy all top-up offers. Ready to level up your gaming experience? Check the link in the description to get the amazing discount. Alright, first we will discuss in detail which kits have undergone changes. Let's start with his kit scaling. Now, Blade no longer have multiple scaling for attack and HP, but have been changed to be entirely HP percentage. Honestly, this is a good thing. Why? Because we can focus on finding HP percentage stats alone. And of course, this character will have the same scaling as Mighty and Gasris. So, supports like Hyacinth will be good on him in the future. Alright, now we will move on to his basic attack first. His basic attack, which previously dealt wind damage equal to 100% of the Blade's attack to one enemy, has been changed to deal wind damage equal to 50% of the Blade's maximum HP to one enemy. As for his enhanced basic attack named Forest of Swords, which previously dealt wind damage of 40% attack and 100% maximum HP to one enemy, and wind damage of 16% attack and 40% maximum HP to two enemies nearby, has been changed to deal blast type wind damage equal to 130% of the target's maximum HP to one enemy, and wind damage equal to 52% of the target's maximum HP to two nearby enemies. The scaling is quite significant at 130% of maximum HP, making characters like Hyacinth highly compatible when paired with this skill. Next, for the skill named Hellscape, it has the same effect as the original, which is entering the Hellscape state, transforming basic attack into enhanced basic attacks and increasing damage dealt by 40%. However, it now has an additional effect of increasing the chance of becoming a target for enemies. From what I've concluded, after Blade activates the Hellscape state, his taunt will increase significantly, making him highly likely to be targeted by enemies. As we know, characters with the destruction path have the highest taunt among characters with the other paths. Combined with the increased chance of being targeted by enemies, this makes Blade easier to obtain charges to unleash follow-up attacks from his talent. Alright, let's move on to his talent, which has also undergone some changes. When Blade takes damage or consumes his own HP, it gains one charge stack, up to a maximum of 5 stacks. The maximum number of stacks he can obtain is 1 charge per damage taken. When the charge stacks reach the maximum, it unleashes a follow-up attack on all enemies, dealing wind damage equal to 44% of attack power plus 110% of maximum HP. At the same time, it restores 25% of the Blade's maximum HP. After the follow-up attack, all charges are consumed. In the revamped version, it still requires 5 charges and gains 1 charge each time he takes damage. The difference is that the scaling damage from the follow-up attack changes from 44% attack plus 110% maximum HP to 130% maximum HP. This change will significantly impact the final damage of the follow-up attack, as now we can focus on HP stats without considering attack stats at all. One important point to note is that although the added HP scaling is not as significant as the removed attack scaling, it's important to remember that HP scaling always deals more damage because the HP points we typically have are far greater than the attack points we possess. Next, we will discuss the changes to his ultimate ability named Death Sentence. Originally, this ultimate dealt wind damage of 40% attack and 100% maximum HP, plus 100% of the maximum HP lost by the target during the battle to one enemy. At the same time, it dealt wind damage to 2 enemies around the main target equal to 16% of attack and 40% of maximum HP, plus 40% of the HP lost by the character during the battle. In the revamped version, it will deal wind damage of 150% of the maximum HP plus 100% of the HP lost by character during the battle to one enemy. At the same time, it deals wind damage to 2 enemies around the main target equal to 60% of their maximum HP plus 50% of the HP lost by the main target during the battle. Well, this change not only alters the scaling but also increases the damage dealt, especially to the 2 enemies around the main target, where the percentage of HP lost by the main target has increased from 40% to 50%. This also provides additional damage for his ultimate ability. The part where the HP blade is set to 50% of maximum HP, and the maximum amount of HP blade lost that can be stored is not more than 90% of maximum HP, remains unchanged and is the same as the original. Now to mention, I will discuss his traces, which have also received buffs and changes. For the trace named Cyclone of Destruction, it previously only increased the damage of follow-up attacks from his talent by 20%. In the revamped version, it will gain an additional 15 energy recovery when performing follow-up attacks from his talent. With this additional energy, Blade can use his ultimate more quickly, guys, and he will also be frequently hit by enemy attacks due to the new effect of his skill in this revamped version. In addition to that trace, there's one more trace that will be revamped in version 3.4, namely the trace named Never-Ending Deaths. This trace activates when Blade receives healing from another character in the team. After Blade receives healing, 25% of the healed amount will be converted into the ultimate's HP loss tally. Sure, this trace is absolutely good, because it increases the damage output of his ultimate's kit. Therefore, characters that can quickly provide healing such as Hyacinth will also help increase the damage output he provides. There is one idol that receives an additional buff in this revamped version, and the good news is that the idol receiving the buff is his first idol, which is easier to obtain compared to others. Idol 1, named Blade Cuts the Deepest in Hell, originally had an ultimate ability that dealt additional damage to one main enemy equal to 150% of the HP lost in battle. Now, both its enhanced basic attack and ultimate ability deal additional damage to one main enemy equal to 150% of the HP lost in battle. Well, the change to this idol isn't in terms of damage output, but rather that this additional damage effect will also apply to his enhanced basic attack. This makes the damage from his enhanced basic attack, which is also one of Blade's primary damage, increase quite drastically. Additionally, it's important to note that the additional damage from his enhanced basic attack and ultimate will continue to increase up to a maximum of 90% of the HP lost from its maximum HP and will reset after the ultimate is used. This means we can hold off on using the ultimate for a while to maximize the additional damage from the enhanced basic attack and ultimate. Well, overall, I've explained all the changes to his kit. Of course, some kits I didn't mention, such as techniques, minor traces, and some traits, haven't been changed at all from the original version. Of course, we won't forget to discuss his build, which has undergone some changes, especially to his planar ornament. Previously, he used 2 sets of Rutilin Arena, which provided an 8% critical rate and 20% increase in basic attack and skill damage if his critical rate reached 70% or more. Now, since he has full scaling on maximum HP, his best planar ornament will switch to 2 sets of Bone Collection's Surrender Misni, which increases his maximum HP by 12% and provides an additional 28% critical damage if the user's maximum HP is equal to or exceeds 5,000 points. The best 4-piece relic set remains Longevous Disciple, which increases maximum HP by 12% and grants an 8% critical rate for 2 turns whenever the user is attacked or their HP is consumed by teammates or themselves, and can stack up to 2 times. In addition to changes to the planar set, Blade also undergoes minor changes to the main stats and substats of his relic. With these scaling changes, we can focus on seeking out critical rate, critical damage, and HP without concerning ourselves with attack stats at all. The best Lightcon option also remains unchanged, still featuring his signature Lightcon named the Unreachable Sight, which provides critical rate, maximum HP boost, and damage increase. By the way, in addition to his dedicated signature Lightcon, the Lightcon option named Flame of Blood Blaze My Path, which is my signature, can also be a good alternative choice. This is because the increase in maximum HP and the reduction in additional HP when using skills or ultimates will provide extra charge to activate his follow-up attack. For other 5-star Lightcon options, you can use Dance at Sunset, which is Yunli's signature Lightcon. The increased chance of being attacked by enemies is very useful, especially when combined with the effects of his skill. Additionally, the increased critical damage and follow-up attack damage can still be utilized by Blade. For the 4-star Lightcon option, he can use Ninja Record Sound Hunt, which is a Lightcon you can obtain for free through the event in version 2.6 or via the Herta shop. This Lightcon increases the user's maximum HP and critical damage, making it highly compatible with Blade's kit. Finally, we come to the last part of this video, which is about teammates that are suitable for the revamped Blade. Keep in mind that the previous teammates such as Robin are no longer suitable for him because Robin's attack buff will not be useful for Blade, who now has full scaling on his maximum HP. Hyacint's presence in version 3.3 has made Blade slightly less used in endgame content, as Hyacinth provides a significant boost to maximum HP, which is highly beneficial for Blade, especially in the upcoming revamped version, where all scaling changes to maximum HP, making Hyacinth even more compatible when paired with Blade. Additionally, if you use her signature Lightcon, Hyacinth can help charge Blade's talent because her signature Lightcon reduces the HP of all team members, automatically providing additional charge for Blade's talent. The next character that pairs well with Blade is Trebi. She provides resistant penetration through her skill, increase the damage enemies take, and deals additional damage through her ultimate. This effect can certainly boost Blade's damage output. Additionally, Blade's attacks that hit multiple enemies will greatly aid in charging Trebi's energy. Furthermore, Trebi's maximum HP boost through its ultimate is greatly aided because its maximum HP increase depends on the average maximum HP of teammates. And Blade naturally has a high maximum HP. The next character that pairs well with Blade is Sunday, who is ideal as a support for hypercarry DPS. Sunday can provide numerous buffs such as damage boost, 100% action speed increase, critical rate and critical damage boosts, and energy recharge for Blade. Of course, this will further increase Blade's damage output, right? Alright guys, that's all for this video. What do you think? Can Blade compete with the top tier characters in the future meta? Feel free to leave your comments down below. And don't forget to check my other videos because they are no less cool. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video.